For the ones who were back in the day that was in their, late teens, early 20s, who was eager to get out the house as soon as they graduated high school because you wanted to be free, you want to have your freedom, do whatever you want to do. You don't have to follow any rules and everything. Since you in your late 40s and early 50s, do you feel any freer now since you're out on your own? Answer is hell no. There's more rules out here to follow than a motherfucker, to be honest. I mean, man, you get out here on your own, you want to be up all night, have sex all night, drink all night. But then that gets old. And then if you have kids or whatever, be in a relationship, now things really change. All that you want to be grown and this and that, it comes with responsibilities. When you have children, you can't think about yourself. You gotta look out for these kids. You gotta take care of these kids. You gotta go to work for these kids. And when these bosses be talking crazy and come up with different rules and stuff that you don't like, because you don't like following rules, you want to find another job. Or you left mama house, now you're going to leave this job and you're going to get another job and be there for about 2 years and leave it when they start cracking down on shit that you're doing. So you get your house. You better hope you don't pay HOA, because they got some ridiculous ass rules for you to follow. You gotta have your grass cut. If they ain't got no contract out here cutting the grass, you gotta cut that grass. You gotta have your garbage can put away at a certain time. You can't park on the side of the street. You have to park in the driveway, or you park in the visitor's parking lot. Or if you got another car, park that bitch in the garage. All these rules. And these rules come with fines. Hefty fines. So, it wasn't that bad at mama house, was it? You have all these friends over and stuff. Then your friends start disappearing because some of them are going to jail. Some of them are moving away. Some of them are unalived by different circumstances. And, some of them have to, like I said, work, take care of their kids, do what they got to do. Then you get to getting paid, you get your money, and then you be like, this is not enough money to do anything. And then you have to get a second job. It's kind of fun being grown, ain't it? Yeah. Then after that, you and your significant other don't make it, and he or she leaves, or if you leave, then you have to start all over. Better hope they didn't fuck your credit up, because it's going to be really hard to get what you want. But then if you have to go back to mama house, you back at her house with some little crumb snatchers. Her rules still apply. If you're going to stay in my house, you're going to clean up. You're gonna clean up, you're going to clean after yourself, and you're going to clean after your little crumb snatchers. You're going to contribute. I don't give a fuck if I'm your mama. You're going to contribute in here. You're grown now. If you're going to eat food, you're going to help pay for food. Things are expensive, and your parent might be on a fixed income. But you and mama button heads, and you like, I just can't wait to get the fuck out of here, because this shit right here ain't cool. I can't live with mama. I can't deal with her rules. So you get you an apartment. It may be based upon your income. I don't know. But they have rules too. Your boyfriend can't live with you. You can't have people over after 10 o'clock. Your company can stay on the weekend, but they have to leave but Sunday night. You got people watching you, telling everything you do. If you're doing something in violation, they're sending letters at your door. It's crazy. If you got a car, you got to make sure the insurance is paid. Because if you get pulled over by the police and your insurance is out, they can take your car. Better make sure them kids in booster seats up to their 13th birthday, or if they're 4'9". Because if not, that's another ticket. So being grown, rushing to be grown is not what it's all cracked up to be. Adulting is not what it's cracked up to be. It really is not. Thank goodness I didn't rush to get out there. Once I graduated high school, I stayed at the Bird Nest. Stayed at the Bird Nest until I was 27, and I knew I was ready and I wasn't going back. And once I left, I didn't go back. Thank God. But anyway, adulting can be challenging because you have to budget your money. You have to know how to circulate your money out, to pay your bills, to take care of the kids, to manage the household and all. And I would tell anyone, if you got extra money, invest in some stock. Invest in some stock. Make sure you have some insurance for your children, so if something happened to you, they are taken care of. See, those are the things that you have to look at, and you have to do. I recommend anybody to do that because you just don't know in any given day something could happen. And if you got that going on, then your kids are taken care of. But the thing about it is, there are always going to be rules wherever you go. There's going to always be some rules. There's always going to be somebody you're going to have to listen to. And even though you're in your own house and all, in an apartment, you still have to ask for permission to paint the room. You might want to paint your daughter's room pink and your son's room blue. But you have to get their permission. Now, if you have your own home, that is great. That is great. You can do whatever you want to do inside of your own home. Now, if you're in a subdivision, you have to pay an HOA. There's a lot of rules and regulations you have to follow there. You can't park on the side of the street. If you got a company vehicle, that car, it cannot be parked out in the garage, out there in the driveway. Probably best to just put that thing in the garage. Because they'll try to give you a ticket for everything. Some places you have to make sure you cut your own grass. And you don't cut your own grass if you get over 2 inches high, then they want to fine you. So the moral of the story is, wherever you go in life, it doesn't matter how young or how old you are always going to follow some rules. Somewhere, there are some rules to be followed. Whether you like it or not, it is what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Y'all have a great day. Peace.